Welcome to this 21-day Pilates journey. Today's day 1, and I'm super excited to lead you through this journey back into your body. Without the strength of our body, without the connection to our body, we can't show up as the best version of ourselves. And I know in this time, we all are dealing with many outside circumstances. For me, I am on the mend physically in my health, and so I thought it was important in this holiday season is to take the time to reconnect with our bodies. Even if you've been doing Pilates for years, or maybe you're new to it, this is a journey back home into your body. And we're going to wake up muscles that maybe have been dormant for a long time, as we probably had poor postural habits or learned to do movement patterns in ways that weren't really helping us and maybe were hindering us. And I want to help you to prevent injury, and I want to help you learn how to use your body properly so that you can show up in this world as the best version of yourself. Quite often we think of strength training in these intense moves, heavy lifting, but true strength in the Pilates sense comes from deep down strength of those muscles that are attached to your bones, those stability muscles that help keep your bones in alignment. So let's work on that these 21 days. I hope to help you build consistency. I hope to help you practice a new habit of taking care of yourself in this Pilates way, okay? So I'm going to be doing it with you. I'm going to be building my strength as I start to mend myself and get healthy after quite a season. So let's do this. I'm excited to start back with you. You're going to need some props along the way. Today we are going to be using a ball. And if you don't have these props along the way, you can just try to find something that mimics it, or don't use a prop, okay? And throughout this, we'll be using small weights, a circle, a band, and a ball. But today is all about the ball, okay? So are you ready to do this? Go ahead, grab your ball. We're gonna start seated today, and let's get started. So you're gonna find a comfortable place to sit. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, just find another way that you're comfortable seated, where you can get your spine nice and long, you can connect with your center, and you can feel like you can hang out here for a little bit and not tense up, okay? So the first thing that when we're sick or injured or stressed, the first thing we lose is our breath. We sort of shallow breathe, or breathe in a way that can help, which can hinder the way that we feel. So if we can connect to our breath and really find that Pilates breathing, you're going to find your alignment faster. You're going to connect to your muscles faster. It almost just naturally happens when you find your breath, okay? So what I want you to do is take your ball, place it right underneath your armpit, like up in there, okay? And then you're going to grab your forearm, not your wrist, okay? Grab your forearm so we can grab muscles, and then just pull that ball into you, okay? You're here nice and tall, okay? And just find natural breath to start with. I'm going to inhale through my nose and exhale out through my nose. You can also inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth if you'd like. But just notice when you breathe how you can feel your ribs against that ball on the side that you have it on. So let's just get a little bit more intentional with that then. So on your next inhale, I want you to really press those ribs into that ball. Feel how it can push the ball out as you expand those ribs. And then as you exhale, just allow the ball to deflate as you pull your arm in and pull it into your ribs. Inhale, let the ribs press open that ball. And as you exhale, allow the arm, you can even pull it with your other hand, pull into the ball and deflate it and deflate your ribs. Try that a few times. Good. Let it go. Just see how you feel. Breathe without it and just take note, no judgment. We're going to go to the other side. So you're going to get that ball high up into your armpit. You're going to grab your forearm and just pull it in and breathe naturally first. And just notice what your body naturally does. You'll feel your lungs expand and they're going to help your ribs press into that ball. So when you sort of got it, I want you to be more intentional with it and really press into it. So the inhale, the ribs press into the ball, it pushes it out. Use all of your air. And on the exhale, just gently pull on your arm to help deflate the ball and pull your ribs in. When you've done a few, just let it go and just see how you feel. See if that loosened anything up for you. Do you feel a little bit more connected? Maybe not. All right, so I want to get a 360-degree breath going on. So now we're going to take the ball into our chest. So let's lie down on our stomach. And you're going to take that ball right underneath your chest. If you're not comfortable with the ball underneath your chest, just take it away. But I want you to really try to find it so you can palpate against something. And then just allow your body to just naturally go over it. No stress here. Your legs are open and they're just relaxing and kind of pressing into the mat. And then you just let your head go over. And you're going to hang out here. So stay there while I talk to you. So you're going to feel restricted with that ball there, right? So what do you have to do is I want you to really try to see if you can take your chest and on your inhale, allow that chest to expand so much so that it presses into that ball. And then when you exhale, I want you to kind of pick up the chest and allow the ball to expand so you can allow your head to just relax over more. So the inhale, you press into the ball with the chest. The ball will deflate. And then as you exhale, let the chest lift so the ball can expand a little and relax the head. Inhale, press into the ball. Exhale, release the ball. You can play with your hand placement, what feels good for you, but it's about really being relaxed here, okay? Good. All right. Got to go to the side now that we're sort of working with gravity. Before we are seated upright now, let's get into the side so we can do some opposing breaths, okay? So bend your knees so they're like at a tabletop. And then just kind of rest your body over the ball. It's right underneath your ribs, okay? And then when we're here, all right, now on your inhale, again, you're going to press the ribs into the ball. And then as you exhale, let the ribs lift off the ball. And do two more like that. And as you're pressing into the ball, you'll notice your upper ribs expand. And then as you exhale and you lift the ribs away from the ball, this will shorten. One more like that. You can extend this arm too if that feels good. Now I want you to reverse that breath, okay? So on your inhale, you're gonna let your ribs pull up and this side will expand. So you're lifting up and you're trying to deflate this ball or inflate the ball so it gets bigger. And then as you exhale, press into the ball. Inhale, lift the ribs, try to expand the ball. With that, this side will open. One more. Good. We're going to do the other side. Instead of putting my back to you, I'm just going to go this way, but you can just turn. I teach a live class on Sunday to my core club. That's my online membership. And we love doing this on Sunday mornings together. Just a nice, good breathing session. It's called Restorative Pilates. So we start this way and then just really work our body so it feels good. All right. So then on the inhale, you're going to press into that ball. It deflates, right? We're pushing into it. And then on the exhale, let the ball inflate. So you got to pick up the ribs. But it's rare that we take this time to really work like this, especially when we're on our own at home. So that live class really is a special time for us all. And if you want to check that out, I have information about my core club below. So when you've done 3, and then we're going to reverse it. And as you inhale, you let the ball inflate. So it's these ribs that open. And then on your exhale, these pull in and they help you deflate the ball. Inflate the ball, pick up the ribs. Exhale. And it's kind of like the ball mimics your breath, right? It inflates. It deflates. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to place the ball on our back. All right. We're almost 300 degrees around, 360 degrees around. Almost. Get it. End it here. Okay. So you want it sort of at your lowest ribs so that when you lift your head up, there's no tension in your neck. Squeeze your legs together and kind of let them go far a little bit. You don't want them in really close. Take your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers gently. All right, and then just allow your body to go over. Your elbows will widen. All right, so now we have a nice open chest. We're in extension. Okay, so we're going to come up on our inhale. So what I want you to do is as you inhale, you're going to push your back into the ball. So we're going to try to expand our back into the ball as we lift. Push your air into your back, and that helps you lift, and it's pressing into the ball. And then on your exhale, take it back. Okay. Inhale. You feel your back expand on that inhale. And then exhale back. Inhale up. Fill your back with air. So you might find this challenging because it's actually the reverse of what we normally do in Pilates, where when we exhale, we're working into the flexion, but now we're doing the opposite. We're flexing on the inhale. So we're trying to create expansion as we flex up, which is very challenging on the brain, and it can feel very different on the body. We'll do one more and we'll stay up there. Inhale. Now stay here on your exhale. And I want you to stretch one leg long, Stretch the other leg long. Squeeze those heels together. Stretch your arms long. And now I want you to pull your fingertips together. We don't want them wide. We want to pull them together because they're part of your arm that's attached to your back, and start to pump. Breathe in. Breathe out. How does your breath feel? How do you feel? Just concentrate on that 360-degree breathing. Reach the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Squeeze your hips together. Three more breaths and just really expand those ribs 360 degrees around. Pretend the balls, you're pushing into the ball each way, as we did for the first 10 minutes of this class. You're doing great. All right, now let's take our body over. This time we're going to reach open on our inhale. Start to come up on your exhale. And see if you can flex your body up and over. Squeeze those hips and dive it. I'm just going to put them on my mat more here. And then we roll it back and find that ball again. You might have to adjust it with your hand. Allow the elbows to open, expand on an inhale. Come up on your exhale. Keep those arms on your back. And now I want you to squeeze your hips and lift your body up and over those thighs and pulse it. We're not reaching it. You're not losing it. You're lifting your body up and over your hips. That's super important. Quite often, I see people just really moving into their flexibility instead of working into the strength, right? This is a strength pose. It's not a release and flex those hamstrings. How much can you create space with your breath? Expand, lift up, expand, lift up and over. Pulse from your belly. Breathe into each movement and see how that breath can help you find the movement. I'm trying to exhale all my air out, and then nice deep inhale. Exhale. All the air out from your center. Last inhale. Two, three. Beautiful. We're going to roll it back. Roll it back, roll it back. And just see how your body feels right now from when you're normally on the mat. Do you find a little bit more connection? Have you opened space? Okay. Just taking these little observations is super important. Okay, so get that ball. We're going to place our right heel onto it. All right, and as you're there, we just want to try to keep that ball stable from our seat and hamstring. And then take the other leg up just to where you can keep it straight. You don't have to pull it all the way up where you lose connection. Just find a nice place. Just give me 5 little circles. And all I care about today is the breath. So deep breaths. When you've done about 5, you're going to go the other way, really trying to keep that ball stable. Sometimes I get 2 circles with 1 breath. Don't feel like you have to have a certain breath right now. And then hug it in. Nice stretch there. Good. And then switch your legs. All right, get that heel down. Connect. All right. And then up. Hold right there, and then working with your breath. So this day 1 of the challenge is just connecting to your breath, because you're going to need that for the rest of the challenge. So if you ever need to come back to your breath, come back to this workout. It's a great place to really connect with it. because we're taking the time to do it. 5 the other way. I might be doing 6. I don't know. I don't care. It's all about just connection and feeling good in your body. Hug it in when you're ready. Good. And then just take that ball in between your ankles, flex your feet, reaching the arms long. Let's curl ourselves up, see how we feel. And lift your body up and over. 3, 2, 1, and roll it up. Good. All right, so from here, let's just take the ball underneath our legs. All right, and let's hug that ball into us. And then I want you to sit up nice and tall. And then just give me a little flexion of the chest over. Your elbows will go wide so we can feel the arms on our back. And then just hover those toes off the mat. Take that inhale that we've been doing. Expand 360 degrees around. So inhale. Let that pull you back just a smidge. And then exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. See how the breath just automatically gets you connected, right? All right, we're going to roll back onto our mid back if you want. And nothing else changes in your body. We're just breathing. Notice my heels and seat stay the same distance. Lift your butt bones up to the ceiling and back. Do about 2 more. And then we just let those legs land. All right, let's see how we're doing without the ball. See how our breath is doing. So pull yourself back. Keep your chest up, and we'll do some single leg stretch. Just pull, 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 pull. Breathe, right? So I'm doing like an inhale and an exhale. About 4 more. And then let's take a little breather here. We're going to go into a double leg stretch. All right, so just flex yourself up, hug it in, and then on your inhale, keep that flexion as you breathe. Are you breathing into your back? Are you breathing into those lowest ribs? If you are, you'll stay connected. 2 more. And I'm just going to end with a little crisscross, it's good for your breath to wring it out. Excellent. And then just hug it in. Good. And pull yourself up. Beautiful. Little spine stretch forward. See how we're doing here. Get your heels wider than your mat. Flex your feet and sit up tall. All right. So as we sit up tall, we want to engage everything. So lift tall. Take an inhale. Exhale. We stay lifted. It's not collapsing. We're working into our strength, not our flexibility. And then we roll it up. Keep lifting the ribs off the pelvis. And exhale. So I'm trying to lift the ribs off the hips and roll it up. 360-degree inhale. Exhale. Keep your arms on your back. One more time. Good. And we come on up. And then just go ahead and take the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands behind your back, or at your head. And we want to take an inhale and really lift your chest as you twist. On your exhale, take your elbow towards your inner knee. Push your feet together. And we come up onto that inhale, twist, look over your shoulder, and come back to center. Inhale, you twist it, push into the feet, keep the feet down, and exhale as you dive. Inhale, come up into that twist. Exhale to center. Press your head into your hands. We don't want the hands to just press into the head or the head goes forward. And we come on up and center. And if it's too much to take your hands behind your head, you can do it on your shoulders. It's the same movement. It's just a little bit more intense with the hands behind your head. One more each side. Keep the chest opening and up. One more time. Look over that shoulder. And come to center. Release and bring those legs in. We're going to spin it around. Beautiful job. Take your body down onto the mat. Your arms to your sides. Legs have a little distance between them. Get that pubic bone nice and heavy. Pull your belly in. And as you inhale, really expand those ribs. And exhale. Just like we did in the beginning. Now as you inhale, like you're pushing the ball, right? And now we're going to have that opening and the chest keeps pressing forward, imagining the ball right there. And lower down. And inhale up. So the reason why I take away props is because props are used to help us so that eventually we can take them away and feel the correct muscles. So in the beginning, I had the ball there so you could feel the breath. So I want you to imagine the ball still there instead of actually putting it there and relying on it. We want to see if we can do it without the prop. Make sure those legs are reaching, the feet are heavy. So our legs reach one way and the chest reaches the other. It's not coming from the head. It's coming from that breath. Do you feel the difference? We're going to do one more. And lower down. Now take your hands one on top of the other. Rest your forehead on your hands. And let's bring our legs together if you can. And I want you to try to do the same thing. Coming up using your breath, but we're going to bring the hands with us. So it's a little bit more intense. Inhale. Pubic bone heavy, legs long, elbows wide. Work with your breath. Feel free to come up with the legs as well if you'd like. And again, just really concentrating on the breath. You want to keep the pubic bone heavy so that you don't arch into your low back. Two more. And lower down. So I've been under the weather for a while, which is why you haven't seen me on YouTube. But I'm sweating already. Ooh, breathe in and out. So hopefully you're feeling good. And if you are nice and healthy, the way you make it more intense is just by connecting a little bit deeper. Okay, how do you feel? Good. All right, we do have to do some side bends. So let's get into a little mermaid position, okay? And as you're in mermaid here, we want to try to get our hips down. And if you can't, that's all right. All right. It's our goal. And if your knees aren't comfortable like this, just find a comfortable place to sit or way to sit. I'm going to float our arms up. And now on your inhale, take it over. So open the rib like you're pushing into a ball, right? It's not about the arm. It's about what the spine and those ribs are doing. And exhale, come back to center. Try the other way. And come up. Good. So it's simple movement, but it's teaching your brain how to move. where it comes from, where the movement comes from, right? And then when it gets more challenging, bigger movement, your body is starting from that solid foundation. So my goal is by the end of this challenge, we are doing those big moves, but you're doing them from this place. Good. And release, which is why it's always important to go back to basics. And sometimes when we're coming back into our body, it's a nice place to just start from, to get moving again, right? So we're going to go this way. Inhale. And I'm trying to pretend the ball's there and I'm pushing my breath into that ball, right? Trying not to over cue you because your body really does know how to do it. I'm going to do one more each side. And release. Good job. Okay, so let's do some teaser preps. Now that we have our breath, let's see how we're doing. All right. Okay, so I'm going to keep my feet down, and we're going to just sort of stay up, and then just pull your belly back. And as you pull your belly back, I want you to go to your shoulder blades. All right. So right on the shoulder blades, and then you're going to pull your belly in. You're going to come back up, but I don't want you to come all the way up where you like move on your butt bones. I want you to stay right off the butt bone so the pelvis stays where it is. So we just roll back to the shoulder blades. If you want to walk your hands down your thighs, you can. And then we walk back up. And we walk back. And up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Yeah? Exhale back. Inhale up. Want to try it without the hands? Exhale back. Inhale up. Keep those arms on your back. We don't want to come up and yank, right? If you're in your breath and you're really breathing into the back and the ribs, those arms will stay on there because you're coming from and you're initiating from your center. Good. One more time. And now let's take it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Good. Get those legs ready for a little bit of hip lifts. I think I might use the ball for this one. So if you can grab your ball and then place it in between your thighs. All right. Get your feet nice and flat. Your arms flat and down. All right. And we're just going to roll our hips up. Stay on the shelf of your shoulders. Take an inhale. And exhale, roll it down. So most of these workouts I'm going to try to have between 20 and 25 minutes. Today's a little bit longer since it's really focusing on breath. And sometimes you need that full 30 minutes to really open up the way that I want you to. So it's a little slower today. One, because my body is not moving any faster. But two, in your breath work, it is really nice to slow it down. Arms long. Inhale up. And exhale down. Squeezing that ball and really getting all the hips involved. Get the outer hips pulling inward as well. The back of the thigh. Push into your feet. We'll do two more. And one more. Oh, nice job. Hug it in. So if this was easy for you, that's okay. This is day one. But breath work should really just be a focus onto itself. It's not about how easy or hard the movement is. It's really about really focusing in on where you're breathing from. So it's important that you felt that, okay? So let's take the soles of our feet together and just release, pushing into the feet. And bring it back in. And I just want to take it over to one side for a second. You're going to bend your legs like we did. And then just take a nice giant inhale as you open. Keep your knees on top of each other. And exhale, close. Again, inhale, open. Keep those knees on top of each other. And exhale, close. And it's not about the arm, it's about the breath, right? If you breathe into the ribs, allow the twist to really happen from your center. Feels good, right? All right, and we're just do 3 the other way. Excuse my back. With your arm. Inhale. And exhale. Again, we're focusing on the breath, so the movement coming from there. Don't want you to really think about anything else right now. Open the ribs. And then we're just going to push ourselves up. Good job. And come back to center. Let's just see how we feel. This is how we started, right? For me, my posture just automatically happened because I'm breathing from where I should be breathing. My ribs are open. Relieve stress, right? Just scan your body, see how you feel. Good. Thanks so much for being with me today. I look forward to building strength with you and helping you really connect to your body. So by the end of the challenge, you really come home into your body and you're able to show up as the best version of you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you on day 2 and have a great one. Take care.